Hey everyone, and welcome to this high level chat. I'm Nicholas Papp, and today I'm joined by Arham Abid, founder of GHL Star Boys, the on demand team built just for high level agencies. From $3 per hour virtual assistants, full white label marketing teams, they streamline staffing, fulfillment, funnels, and more. So let's dive right in. So Arham, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me here.
It's great to see you again. And, I think it's a great opportunity for everyone to start to find out more about what your work and what you're doing over at GHL Star Boys. So, the GHL Star Boys, you got doing VA work, fulfillment teams, marketing teams. How long you guys been in business now?
We've been in business for like 3 years.
So you're kind of like OG high level, right?
Sort
You
of.
started in the beginning when high level started. I know you're one of the first accounts we had over at GHL Central, and that's when we started talking a lot about the VA services. So why don't we start there with what you're doing with VAs? Okay, I know in the intro we talked about $3 per hour and up. So what are the VA teams doing over at GHL Star Boys?
Yeah. So just to clear the air a little bit, our service is twofold. Number one is the VAs that we talk about, the individual VAs that we place, and then number two is more of a scalable offer where we do the fulfillment and marketing teams, like an all-in-one teams. And the VAs are of different sorts, and then the marketing team is like an all-in-one fulfillment that helps you really scale beyond borders.
Yeah. So with the VAs, right? What kind of things do the VA like they help? Like let's say I was just having a new high level agency, right? I need some staffing. I call up GHL Star Boys. What kind of things can I be expecting the VAs to do? Do I get one VA or do I get different VAs? How does it work?
So we have 11 different types of VAs, and I would say
11.
11. Yeah, that is correct. And I would say all of them are very essential. However, the starting point is the Go High Level Expert. The right Go High Level Expert
You
can
say
really.
go high level expert, right? So that's what a technical person.
That is a technical person. Like it could be your CTO in the future as well.
And what do they? They'll help you like setting up the account, building out funnels, building out your account. That's what they do, right?
Step number one is to really they help you understand Go High Level and really help you get started with it, and then they build everything for you. They build you the funnels, they build you the automations, and all the things with it.
And then would you maybe switch over to another VA after you get your build out done? And you get somebody to help you with marketing, or
Yep.
what do the other VAs do?
Yep. So
Besides the expert.
for sure. So the next one that I usually coach my clients to start with is the $3 per hour one, and that this is where that really gets appealing. Is that the appointment setters are for $3 per hour, and these appointment setters, they really help you get some leads on the table. They really help you get some leads down the funnel.
They're like marketing team, right?
They are organic marketing teams.
Yeah.
They help you increase audience on your profile, and I think that's the best way of marketing, where they really market you to your right audience.
Great.
Yep.
So all right, so we've got the appointment setters, we've got the high level expert or technical person to help you build out the account.
Exactly.
And then what else we got? You say you got 11 of them. What
Exactly.
builds out the rest of them?
So I think the third person that companies usually hire is the project manager, because you do need somebody to interact with your clients. You cannot do it on your own once you start scaling. So you need somebody to talk to your team and talk to your clients while you lay out the SOPs. So it's the project manager, and then down the road we have different people. For example, the social media manager, obviously for social media management, the SEO expert, and then I would say the second or third most important one is the media buyer. And this is somebody
for the ads,
for
right?
the ads,
For like
exactly.
Google ads, Facebook ads.
Yeah. So we have both of those guys, one for organic marketing, the appointment setter, and then the media buyer for paid marketing, for Google ads, for Facebook ads.
So if somebody was just starting out, they got a high level agency, and they get into the account, they realize, oh, this is a bigger, I'm going to need more people to be able to do this really effectively. What do they just reach out to you, and then you start to see what they're doing, and you can recommend a plan for them with VA services?
Exactly. So what happens is once somebody starts scaling, and by scaling I mean somebody who's over 30 sub accounts. If somebody,
what if they just starting, like they just signed up with high level and realized they need some help?
Yep.
They want a VA.
Yep.
Can
So
they come to you for that too?
for sure, for sure. So that is where we set up like a smaller team, but a scalable team for them,
Mhm.
where we only give them the essentials. We don't overwhelm them with things. Only give them the essentials: a technical guy and a manager. That's it. That's all
A
they need.
technical guy and a manager,
Exactly. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when you say a manager, I mean that sounds very appealing to have a manager.
Mhm.
That's the project manager. That's what you're talking about,
That
the
is the
project
project manager. However, we are moving down the road, and I talked to you about it for with an account managers, and I
Maybe
think that is
rolling out some account managers as
exactly,
well
and that's going
to
to be a game changer.
start to work the accounts.
Yeah.
Well, I know you're doing a great job.
Mhm.
Okay,
Thank you.
and you've been in business for a long time. What do you have? Like how many agencies you're working with now with the VA
So
and
the
fulfillment
exact, yeah,
services?
I can tell you the exact number for agencies and my team, and then for agencies we have about 500
You've got
agencies right now.
500
Yeah,
agencies
and some of
already.
them
And
are
how do you
really big.
staff a business that serving 500 agencies?
So
What do you
we
have? You got a big team yourself?
about 300 right now.
300
300,
people
yeah,
are.
in-house
My
people.
goodness, you got a big operation over there.
I mean,
300
yeah,
people.
it can get it can get really some sleepless nights, but yeah, it's a really big team.
Wow. So if you do have five hundred agencies, that's each agency has sub accounts. So about how many sub accounts? I think you told me what, close to 10,000 sub
10,000,
accounts
close to
now.
10,000,
My
close to
goodness.
10,000.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm really congratulations on your
Thank you.
growth.
Thank
All
you.
right. So we talked about VAs, right? For the people who just getting started.
Mhm.
And I know you're saying like there comes another point where they start to scale at 30 sub accounts. And when they start to do the scaling, that's when they start to move over to your other team, your
Exactly.
full fulfillment team, which I think includes what, 8 people, right? You
That is
sign
correct.
up, what is it, about a couple $1,000s a month, and you get 8 people working for you,
Yep.
supporting your agency as you start to grow and scale further over what, 30, you think 30 sub accounts is
So
where they start to move
30
into
sub
that plan?
yeah, 30 sub accounts is a really good number depending upon what offer you have, but the general number is 30 sub accounts. And once you get to that number, you really need a team that you could rely on. You really need to work, on your business instead of in your business. So that's where you need the team.
Yeah.
And this 8 people team would really
Mm.
give you everything you need. It's like a complete bulletproof business in a
Well, this
box
is
type of
like a
solution.
full marketing team,
Marketing
right?
and fulfillment team. Yeah.
And fulfillment, when we say fulfillment, what are we talking about? What defines fulfillment? What does that mean?
Right. So when we talk about marketing, we specifically talk about ads, we talk about email marketing, SMS marketing, and
Yeah,
such
going
and such.
into groups, right?
Exactly.
And talking to people in
But
groups.
when we talk about fulfillment, we actually talk about what's happening within your own internal company and how are you exactly performing specific tasks for your clients. So
Like
that is
onboarding the people,
exactly.
right? Start with the
Yeah,
onboarding,
onboarding your people,
setting up their accounts,
setting up campaigns for them. If you're not setting up snapshots, you need to set up custom snapshots for them, custom setups. So
Mhm.
this fulfillment team would actually help you set up those custom snapshots. I mean, from scratch, literally from scratch.
So where are you and your team based out of? You're based out of Pakistan?
Exactly.
So there's a time zone difference for let's say people maybe in Australia, in Asia, or maybe in the Middle East. It's good and for your customers in the Middle East, but maybe in America, time zone difference. So what do you guys open 24/7?
Around the clock.
You're just open around the clock. You don't close over there at GHL Star Boys.
Our company doesn't sleep.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, before we wrap up, Arham, I'm just curious. You've been around HighLevel for a long time. What kind of trends are you seeing now? You're getting a lot of new companies coming in, a lot of people asking for VA services, for fulfillment team services. What kind of trends are you seeing in HighLevel?
Yeah. So I think there has been a big change where initially when we first started, there were a lot of digital marketing agencies and, people starting their SaaS companies, getting the business using HighLevel. But I think now the trend is shifting more towards brick and mortar stores and business themselves individually acquiring HighLevel. So we're getting a lot of customers now, apart from agencies that are literally individual businesses.
Like actual end users,
Actual
right?
end users,
Like the company, like the model used to be that these kind of people would go to the agency,
Exactly.
and the agency would come to you.
Yeah.
And what you're starting to see now is that you're seeing more of the direct customers
They are coming
signing up to HighLevel
Exactly.
and then coming to you for some
Exactly.
support services.
Yep. This is a big change that we have seen recently.
So, what would you say the mix is now? Is it like a 50-50 or, 80-20, 80 agency, 20 direct?
I think I would say 60-40. 60% of them are still agencies. However, 40% of them people have started to acquire GoHighLevel.
Well,
Yep.
you know, I want to like one of the things I've been going around the world, a lot of events
Mm-hmm.
this year and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of international
Seen that.
locations. And I've been talking to a lot of people. And a couple of the big things I'm hearing is that people are looking for services. A lot of the agencies are looking for services that can help them to build out their clients' accounts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a
Mm-hmm.
lot they're
Mm-hmm.
finding like everybody has special needs and it's not just like a quick snapshot.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody
Not
needs a little
always.
bit of
Yeah.
customizing and they really want to hire someone to do what they call build outs. So
Right.
is that what you guys do, or is that another plan to do the build outs? It sounded to me that that's what you hire the VA for, but I mean, I presume you have a build out division as well, right? Doing build outs.
So for the build out is exactly why you would hire a Go High Level expert to exactly do the build out for you. And
So that's under the VA services
that
to
is
do
under the
your
VA
VA,
service. That is correct. Yeah.
and they will work with you to design out your build out, right?
Yeah. They would work with you as a lifetime tracking event. Like when
Mhm.
you are at your desk, they would be at their desk and they would be working with you.
But I mean, like if they have to design out their account, let's say they're I don't know plumber and they need to have their account designed for a plumber business, like that person will help with the design too, or is that part of is that an additional service like consultation to be able to design out the account?
So I would say there are two levels of consultation. The level number one, they would actually strategize with you to get it done. However, if you want a more higher level consultation, that is where you need a Go High Level coach, and we do have those people as well. It's more like a consultant
I
who
see
will
what you
actually sit
mean.
with you to put down a document on how your business should be laid out on Go High Level.
So related to that,
Yep.
okay, is just automation build outs,
Yep.
right? But the thing that and this is what I'm hearing mostly around the world now, is that there's a big demand looking for people who can do AI build outs. And we're
Mm-hmm.
not just only
Mm-hmm.
talking about
Mm-hmm.
setting up the AI features
Mm-hmm.
inside High Level. Some of the other companies now also using other platforms like N8N.
Mm-hmm.
You have any services related to, build outs related to AI, Arham?
Mm-hmm. So we have separate people for N8N, like true N8N certified
You've got an
experts.
N8N,
Yes, and
N8N expert team too,
exactly. Yeah, we recently
building out
launched
an
it about
N8N.
3 months ago. You can see it on my website. We have N8N experts, and we're actually launching something new in the coming 2 months, which would really help you
Wow.
productize AI. So we would actually launch AI experts, and they would help you build products on AI.
Oh
And
my
I think that is
goodness.
something which nobody is doing right now. It's could be a
Well,
game changer.
Arham, you're very innovative in this space, okay?
Thank you.
And I, have known you and been seeing your work,
Mm-hmm.
watching you
Mm-hmm.
grow over the last, I think, maybe 3 years
Mm-hmm.
now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
you're doing great work, and that's why I wanted to have you on the show
Thank you for
to
having me.
be able to get other people to know about the good work that you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have any advice for the newcomers out there that are just joining on to High Level? Any advice that you want to give them, with moving forward and trying to go on this journey to reach success with High Level?
Yeah, I mean, since I also coach my clients on High Level, I usually tell them, hey, don't overwhelm yourself. Just get started with what you're doing, but don't go too fast. Whoever runs fast falls that hard. So don't run fast, run slow, but make sure that you're doing what you plan to do. Like about 4 or 5 months ago, make sure you're doing it and break your plan down in steps. Step one, step two, step three. That's how things work. Don't haste.
Yeah, I mean, I will just say, I mean, I agree with everything you're saying, and I'll just add that don't be afraid to get help.
That is
Okay.
correct.
And I mean, it's great that we know people like you that are offering this kind of help.
Right.
Okay. Because a lot of, especially for the newcomers, the kind of help they need is the kind of help that you're offering. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully,
Mm-hmm.
some of them will see this interview and click the links below in the description and get in touch with you. So
Yep.
anyway, thank you very much for coming on to the show
Thank you
today,
for having me.
Arham, and it's great seeing you again.
Yep. Likewise.
Good luck with the company.
Yeah. Thank you. You too.
Big thanks to Arham for his insights. Whether you need VAs or turnkey marketing support, GHL Star Boys has you covered. The links are below to connect with Arham and his team over at GHL Star Boys. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you want more high-level agency growth strategies. I'll see you in our next video.